Hey everybody, Scott Pierce here at Listings to Leads, and I'm going to talk to you about how to go after FSBOs in such a way as to really increase your FSBO listing strategy. So you see here I got this FSBO landing page, got an awesome URL, folsom.fsbosoldnow.com, and this is a landing page that's going to attract people through print flyers and e-flyers that I'm going to show you to get people to request the property marketing tools that you use to market your listings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a landing page like this, how to maybe add a custom banner like this. Absolutely awesome. Cheyenne is the official FSBO resource center in her area. And so what we're going to do is use print flyers. We are going to use e-flyers. We are going to use Facebook posts as well. I'm sure there's some FSBOs in your Facebook group maybe, or people know FSBOs that are in your group. So we're going to use all of these strategies to attract people to the landing page. All right, and you can make unlimited landing pages like this in your area. So I can have unlimited landing pages period, and I can have multiple landing pages for the same area because I may want to have different landing pages for the same thing with just different banners, right? You see that's different than this. Both are absolutely awesome. And then what I'm going to do is show you, well, what happens when a FSBO homeowner actually does request the tools that I promised. All right, so a lot of great information in this. You can use this strategy for FSBOs, your make me moves, right? Anything like that that you can think of. So again, pause this video as needed because we're going to cover a lot of stuff today, and I don't want you to miss any of it. So in your Listings to Leads account, click on the landing page tab, get to the landing page dashboard, and before I do anything, and you don't have to do this, but I am going to show you my FSBO landing pages. Now notice there's an expired landing page. Once you master the FSBO strategy, you can do the same thing with expireds. So keep in mind, everything I'm showing you here for FSBO, you can do for expireds. So I'm just going to show you real quickly that I've got multiple FSBO landing pages, and I'm going to create a new one by using the drop down under type. Go to FSBO, there's expired, but here's FSBO for now. And location, I'll do Flint. I don't need to do the state. Everybody in Flint that's going to see this, they know they're in Michigan. But I'm going to do FSBO week 1, because I might do a FSBO week 2 in Flint, FSBO week 3, because you know marketing is not about a one-time thing, and I don't want to necessarily have to send the same thing week after week after week, right? I might do this every week, every 2 weeks, whatever it is. Click the green landing page button. Now this is in the old editor. We are going to be upgrading this at some point, but nonetheless, this works fabulous now. So by default, I can go FSBO, and maybe I'll select the blue banner and click Save. And if I click the eyeball at the top of all these pages, it'll open up that landing page for me. All right, so this is what it looks like. All right, so that's the default banner. Again, I can upload a custom banner, right? And use that as well. If you're going to upload a custom banner, just select where it says custom banner and click right here, and that will upload the custom banner. Now the custom banner, let's see, in fact, let's go default custom. Let me actually click save real quick. I want to see something here. So there we go. So we got the banner image right here. So the banner should be about 1,000 to 1,100 pixels wide, right? Otherwise it gets really narrow and it doesn't look that great. And for the height, when I say height, what I mean is this up and down part, that's the height, between 300 and 500 pixels. All right, so if you're thinking like 1,000, 1,000 wide, 1,100 wide by 150 to 300 pixels in height, you'll be doing really, really good. So let me go back to FSBO banner blue, and I'm gonna click save. So we've got the landing page created, the print flyers are ready to go, the e-flyers are ready to go. Now I'm going to use the print flyers somewhat similar to the nearby homeowners letter that people use to get listings on steroids for the most part. All right, so here's your for sale by owner. Just because you're selling your Flint home yourself doesn't mean your marketing has to suffer. Now notice it's going to a bit.ly link, and that it's okay, but that's not what we want. All right, so now what we're going to do before we go any further is click preferences, and again make sure you're pausing this video as needed. And right here, custom vanity URL. If I type in Flint, I got my selection of domains. Click Save. Now I've got the URL flintfsbosellingtools.com. Now, these are going to be on a secure URL shortly. It doesn't matter. They're great to use now. Really has to do with Facebook advertising. But in the next few days, it's September 16th. The next few days, those will be on a secure URL. But regardless, so we got the landing page created. We've got the print flyers and e-flyers under the print flyers and e-flyer tab ready to go. So here's the other print flyer. And again, I would either mail them in a regular envelope that I hand address, right? So I'm not going to send it EDDM. I'm not going to, I want to make it kind of personal, right? So I'm going to handwrite the envelope. I might door knock, I might door drop. But now you see I got the great URL, right? flintfsbosellingtools.com, right? Awesome, awesome print flyer. Again, here's what the e-flyer looks like. You got I think there's 5 or 6 different e-flyer templates. So that and this, when they click the image, that's going to open up the landing page as well. That's going to go to my Rockland landing page, but you see there. Now here's the deal. So we got the landing page created. We've got the print flyers and the e-flyers out there. People are going to the landing page. And so what happens is they are going to be offered a suite of tools to better market their FSBO property. And so they can click all of these different things. And I'm going to show you how to add that listing to your account next, or in a minute, but they type in their address. Now, I have pictures, I do not have pictures. If they don't have pictures, that's absolutely awesome, because what we can do is we can say, hey, I will come by and take pictures of your home because I know what buyers are looking for. So let me come by, let me take some good pictures of your property. Now, just so you know, for my listings, I do professional photography, I do professional videos, I do 3D tours, right? Whatever it is that you do, make sure you let them know, all right? But don't sell them, right? Don't get into sales mode. We're in a customer service mode here. Hit next, and then on the next page is going to ask for their name, email, and phone number. So here we go: name, email, phone number. Click send. You got the full lead. All right, absolutely awesome. Now, before I get into how to add that listing, that FSBO listing, to your account, let's come back here real quickly. There's an autoresponder, so I can click enable. Give it a subject line. I can edit the autoresponder and click save, so that when people fill out the landing page, they get an autoresponder sent back to them. You've got a QR code. Here's my bit.ly link that I really don't need because I've got that really great custom vanity URL. All right. Pixel tracking and chat codes. If I want to add a code to this, just like any other single property website or landing page, I could do that right here. And again, under preferences, now one thing I do like to do under preferences is, and we got kind of a fail safe in here, so let me show you two things. And again, pause this video as needed. But first of all, I like to highlight everything here and take size to 28. And we leave it a little bit smaller because we don't know what area you're going to put in. It could blow it all out. And watch this. If I refresh this page, the text will be a little bit bigger, but it won't be too big. All right. Now here's the thing. If you get in here and you're editing this, all right, you're editing this and you screw it up, just delete everything out of it and hit save, and that will drop back in the default text. All right. So it's a little fail safe because sometimes people get in here and they'll edit that text and then they get really kind of messed up. So again, if you ever screw this up, delete everything out of there, click save, and that's going to drop in the default text right back in there for you. So don't get too freaked out if you mess something up. Just delete it and click save, and it will autofill back in. All right, so we've pretty much gone through everything here. We've got the general with the banners, right? And again, the ability to upload your custom banner. We got the autoresponders. You got a QR code, embed code, and the bit.ly link right there. the pixel tracking chat code if you want to add that, your print flyers and e-flyers right here. And then under preferences, the big thing really is make sure you set your custom vanity URL, select the domain, and you are off and running. Now, for the Facebook post, if I click copy, and if I go over to Facebook, I can just make a Facebook post, something like this. And I kind of like this one. Let me know what you think in the comments. But notice I've got selling your home FSBO, or selling your FSBO home, whichever way you want to put that. I got the link right there. And then I just put, get the same marketing tools we use as a top agent when we sell homes in the area in an average of under 35 days at an average of 105% of the listing price. So what I wanted to do is just I don't want to sell, but a little bit of a humble brag, so that they know, hey, I'm offering these tools to them for free, right? There's no strings attached, nothing like that. And all they got to do is click the link, right? It's going to pull up the landing page. They can fill it out, so they can come from a Facebook post, it can come from the print flyer, it can come from the e-flyer. You get the idea. All right. Now, what happens when we finally get a lead off of this? So here's the deal. On the listings dashboard, you got the green add listing button near the top right there. Click it, click manual. And it's going to be similar to adding a regular listing, except for a couple of things. One, use the drop down for the status and select for sale by owner. Right now, if this was a make me move, we could have selected maybe just active, and then here we could do make me move, right? Or whatever, right? Or we could do for sale by owner. Maybe don't do active, but could be for sale by owner and make me move, right? Whatever, you get the idea though. Now here's the thing. There's really two strategies of what people do next, all right? One is they will put the seller's name, email, and phone number and check include, and that's gonna put the FSBO homeowners information, and all the leads will go to them. So here's my FSBO owner, Ian Welch. So all the tools have Ian's name in them, all right? Now, the other strategy, and I'm going to share this with you, but make sure you talk to your MLS or your broker before you try to implement this next one, because you can get into trouble if your MLS does not allow it, and some don't, but some do, is where the agent, right, will approach the FSBO homeowner and say, hey, do you mind if I market your home to my database, right, or to my audience on Facebook? When you put it that way, the FSBO homeowners typically will say yes, all right? And you can even do both of these strategies. So they will leave this information blank, all right? And so it kind of looks like one of their listings, even though the listing will say for sale by owner, right? So in the status, it'll say for sale by owner. And that way all the leads go to the agent, all right? So comment below this video in the mastermind group if you have any questions on that. There's two different strategies there. Yeah, it's a great way as well to generate leads from a FSBO that really has no interest in listing with you at this point, all right? But again, it's also a great way to establish a relationship with that FSBO homeowner, all right? So just add the rest of the information as normal. If they had the photos, right, per the landing page, you could take their photos. You might get their photos and again say, hey, listen, I got your photos. They're okay, but as an agent, I really know what buyers are looking for in a home. Would you mind if I just came by and took some photos so that I can better show off your home in the tools that I'm going to be giving you to market your home, or in the tools that I'm going to use to market to my database and my audience on social media? Does that make sense? Right? So even though if they give you photos, you might want to turn that around and again try to offer value to that FSBO homeowner. So once that FSBO is entered into your account, it's going to look like this, for sale by owner. Now you're going to get an email with all the links to all the tools that you can then just turn around and forward that right to the FSBO homeowner. Or you can click on the task list and more manually just open it up. And for example, you can see here's my FSBO landing page, the FSBO single property websites, right, full screen, and the lead gen version, right, with my FSBO's information there. right? The virtual tour, the e-flyer for database. I doubt many FSBOs have a database, but you never know. You never know. The print flyers, so if the FSBO wants to have some flyers, right? You can download the flyers and send them the PDF. I believe that's included in the email that they get as well. All right. The YouTube listing video, if they wanted that. So a lot of great tools that you can offer to that FSBO homeowner. So there you go. You got landing pages, you got print flyers, e-flyers, and a Facebook post to drive traffic to the landing page. Once you start getting the FSBO leads, you can add them to your account as FSBO, whether you put their information and have all the leads go to them, you leave their information off and have all the leads go to you. Either way, that's a conversation between you and them per your MLS and broker regulations, but it is a phenomenal way. So this way, once that FSBO gets tired of marketing their own home and dealing with all that stuff, you are going to be the person that they're going to engage with to actually list their home. So good luck with this strategy. Let us know in the mastermind group how it's working for you, and we'll talk to you soon.